Hola, ¿qué tal? How's everyone out there on the interwebs? I'm Federico. Los Espookys is a new TV show on HBO, and in this video I'm not only going to review it, pero también les voy a contar por qué pienso que es un programa importante para la comunidad latina en los Estados Unidos y también para mí a nivel personal. First, what's Los Espookys? From HBO's website, it's a comedy largely in Spanish with English subtitles that follows a group of friends who turn their love for horror into a peculiar business, providing horror to those who need it in a dreamy Latin American country where the strange and eerie are just part of daily life. It's actually pretty hard to describe, but it's a weird, goofy, tender, sweet, and funny TV show. It was created by Saturday Night Live alum Fred Armisen and comedians Ana Fabrega and Julio Torres. All three of them, along with the actors Cassandra Giangirotti and Bernardo Velasco, act in the series. It's filled with strange characters and absurd situations, and I absolutely love it. The basis for the show is simple. These friends who love horror films discover that they can make a living, or at least a side gig, creating a goth quinceañera, a fake exorcism to make a priest look good, or to make a house look haunted for the benefit of the 4 heirs who have to stay there overnight. Now, I haven't seen all the episodes. Only the first 2 of total 6 have aired. The 3rd episode airs tonight, so I can't speak to the series as a whole. Sin embargo, tengo la sensación que Los Espookys, aunque tenga una segunda temporada o no, representa algo importante para los latinos en los Estados Unidos, pero también personalmente siento que he estado esperando a esta serie desde que era niño. Que yo sepa, es la primera serie de televisión que aparece en una emisora estadounidense donde el diálogo es mayormente en español, pero que está apuntado a todos Americans y no solamente a los 57 millones de latinos que viven en los Estados Unidos. Recuerden, la serie no es una producción de HBO Latino, es de HBO American. Es casi como si Univision o Telemundo tuvieran un programa mayormente en inglés con subtítulos en español. Estoy seguro que es arriesgado para HBO financiar la serie, pero alguien se dio cuenta que hay muchísimos latinos en los Estados Unidos que no se sienten representados. And that brings me to why I feel like I've been searching for a TV show like this since I was a kid. I was born in Argentina and moved to the States when I was a kid. The story's a little complicated with a lot of travel back and forth between Argentina and different parts of the US, but I started living here full-time, if you will, when I was around 13 years old. It was the first time I attended an American school, and I was trying really hard to fit in. I spoke English, but I had an accent, and I worked really hard to get rid of it. I really wanted to be part of the whole American experience. And at that age, you don't want to be different. So I always felt like there were 2 sides of me, the Argentine and Latino side and the American side. And I know there are lots of people like me living in the United States. Whether like me, they're naturalized immigrants or they are the children of immigrant parents, they grew up in households where at least 2 languages were spoken and ate food that their friends called ethnic. We all grew up in culturally blended households. And there are more people with experiences like mine than ever before living in the United States. Some of us speak Spanish better than English. Some of us speak English better than Spanish, as is my case. But we're all Latinos. And to a greater or lesser degree, we have one foot in American culture and another in the culture of our place of birth or the place of our parents' birth. Los Espookys represents that kind of American Latino experience like no other show I've ever seen before. For example, the comedian Ana Fabrega, who plays the character Tati, was born in the US to Panamanian parents. she has an accent speaking both English and Spanish in real life. In the first episode of Los Espookys, the four main characters are planning their next gig when Julio Torres, who plays Andres, stops Ana Fabrega's Tati to tease her about her accent in Spanish. He says, "Tati, ¿y por qué tienes ese acento?" Tati responds, "Pasé 2 semanas en Minnesota y regresé así." Another character, Ursula, adds, "Tampoco aprendió a hablar inglés." Now, that's really, really funny, and that's a Latino inside joke. My friends and I do the same thing. We tease each other about our accents. People tease me about how I pronounce lluvia instead of lluvia, and I do the same with my Latino friends who are in Argentine. And there are a lot of American Latino references like that throughout the show, even just in the first 2 episodes that I've seen. There are also scenes where characters speak to each other in Spanish and English and understand each other perfectly. Again, something that happens in my life all the time. We speak Spanglish to each other, and they represent that in the show.
I have a special delivery for you. This is my nephew.
¿Por qué traes la cabeza?
He was decapitated by a possessed child. There's going to be an exorcism for him.
Excelente.
I started this channel to explore what it means to be an American Latino or a Spanglo American. And it feels like Los Espookys came at a perfect time for me personally, but also for the United States, given the current political climate. So I hope you'll see it. I think it's a fantastic show. It's really funny. And if you don't have HBO, maybe you have a friend that does, and you could watch it with them.
Bueno, Tati, ¿cómo va tu crisis existencial?
Me compré estas gafas y mi autoestima se fue a las nubes. He conocido a alguien nuevo, es un príncipe.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed my review of Los Espookys. Please let me know what you thought of the video. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. But if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments what you thought worked or didn't work. I'm a new channel. I'm trying this out. I'm trying to see what I can do with it. And I would really like to hear what you think. Should I speak more in Spanish? Should I speak more in English? I'm definitely going to speak both, so that's your main choice. But if you didn't like something in particular, let me know what it was. Yeah, give it a thumbs down, but let me know, what exactly or what you didn't like. I'll try to work on it. If you want to follow me on social media, I'm @FedHat on Twitter and Instagram. Hasta luego. Chao. Nos hablamos.